guys, Lina here. Welcome back to my channel. In case if you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the reasons why your the curls on your wig don't last. If you want to know the reasons why your curls don't last, then please keep on watching this video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, bro, sis, what are you doing here? Come on, subscribe and join our family, Jerry. You don't want to be part of the family. You want to be an outsider. Join the family. Subscribe. Click on that subscribe button right now. So let's get into the reasons why your curls, because it's not one coil. There are a lot of curls. The reason why your curls don't stay on your wig. The number one reason why your curls don't stay on your wig is that you're not styling your hair. So you bought that wig. Your hair vendor, your hair supplier sent you the wig and it was well styled for you. The curls stayed in place for a while, and after a while, most definitely your curls are going to drop. So do you expect human hair? Who in this world have you seen that is born with natural bouncy hair like this? There's nobody in this world that is born with hair like this. So after a while, no matter what your vendor tells you, even if you bought that hair for 4 million naira, those curls are going to drop, especially if it's a wavy hair. If it's let's say something like a pixie coil, deep wave, those curl patterns are not going anywhere. Once you wash it, the curls come back in place. But so long as it's something like this, something wavy, it's going to disappear. So you have to style your wig. You can choose to use the heatless curls method, or you can choose to use your hot coiling one to style that hair in place. So you are the problem. You are the reason why your hair is not looking how you want it to look, because you are refusing to restyle the curls back in place. So please go ahead and wash that wig and style it. If you don't know how to do it, send it to a professional that can get it done for you. You can send it to me, though I'm not cheap. At least 15,000 naira to revamp your wigs right now while I'm still in Lagos. Any moment I leave, I'm going to be more expensive, depending on where I'm at. So style your wig, yeah? Then the second reason why your curls are not lasting is you're not styling your wigs properly. You're not coiling your wig well. You're not prepping your hair before styling it. Before you style your wig, there's certain things you need to apply on your wig, such as a leave-in conditioner, or your styling mousse, or your heat protectant spray, and your moisturizer. You're supposed to apply certain products to your hair before you start the process of styling it. And when you finish coiling your hair, if you want those curls to last very long, you need to pin those curls in place. Use hair pins. Let me show you what a hairpin is. If you don't have hairpins like this, you can either buy a big one like this, or these small hairpins, or these other ones that people typically use on a daily basis to hold their hair in place. Where are you? So you can use hairpins like this. This one is very cheap. You can buy a whole pack for somewhere around, let's say, 4,000 naira, which is somewhere around $2. You can buy a box of this for around $2-3. Or you can buy these smaller ones. So with these smaller ones, there's a limit to the quantity of hair you can hold. So you probably need to use 2 on just one section of hair that you've curled. Or you can even buy these bigger ones that can hold up more hair. So you need to use hairpins like this to hold your curls in place after you just finish coiling them. Because let's say you finish coiling your hair and that hair you coiled is very hot. It hasn't properly formed well. It hasn't taken that pattern you just put into that section of hair that you coiled. So the reason why you hold those curls up back in place is so that when you hold the curls up, it allows the heat to cool down. And when the heat cools down on the hair, it locks in that form very well. So you notice that the hair is able to take that form and stay in that form for a longer period of time. Unlike when you coil your hair without pinning those curls in place for it to cool down first before you take out the pin. You notice that if you just coil your hair and let it drop and then you finish. Before you finish coiling the whole entire hair, you notice that the curl pattern on the ones at the down part is more loose compared to the curl pattern at the ones or at the hairs on the upper part of the wig that you're styling. So please always clip in those curls so that the heat goes off and then the hair takes that curl pattern before you then proceed to take out those pins. And another bonus tip for you to get your curl patterns to last longer is leave those pins on your hair for longer. You can forget those pins on your hair for like 1 month if you're not going to use that wig, and when you take off those pins, you notice that coil, that hair, no matter how you brush it, the curls just drop back in place. You'll not be wondering, this is the same hair that doesn't take curls normally. Something you can also do is, if you're using the heatless curl method, let's say you're using your bending rollers to curl the hair, or you're using your setting rollers to coil the hair, what you can do is apply your styling mousse or apply a leave-in conditioner and put the hair in the setting rollers or the bending rollers. And depending on how you style your hair with a bending rollers, you can achieve different curl patterns with the bending rollers. You can achieve a wavy curl pattern, a bouncy wavy curl pattern like this, or you can achieve something like a deep wave with your bending rollers, depending on how you twist the hair around that bending rollers. And with certain curl patterns, you're going to have your hair the curl pattern lasts a whole lot longer. So depending on the curl pattern you want, if it's something like you're trying to achieve a deep wave by twisting the hair on each of the bending rollers and then folding the bending rollers in place, you notice that with a deep wave curl pattern, the curls are going to last a lot longer than this bouncy wavy kind of curl pattern. So how you coil your hair matters a whole lot. And another reason why curls on your hair is not lasting is because of the quality of the hair. You notice that when your hair is a little bit too soft, especially all those processed hair they buy in China that is very, very cheap, that most of you like. Sorry, I'm not trying to be condescending. Those curls will not last on your hair because the hair is too soft for the curls to stay in place. It's when you buy hairs that are more coarse, strands that are thicker. You notice that when you curl strands that are thicker, those strands will take the curls for longer. The curls will last longer. So if you are buying over processed hair from China, you're expecting your curl pattern to last very long. You're your own. You need to invest in getting higher quality hair extensions, hairs from, let's say, India, hair from Vietnam, raw hair from China, and then let's say North American hair. You know, those kind of quality hairs that are not over processed. When you're using hair that has been over processed, you notice that the curls might not last very long. But when it's hair that hasn't been over processed, like your raw hair extensions, the curls will typically last a lot longer than when it curls from an over processed hair. Yeah, so what other tips can I share with you? What other tips? I think that's it for this tutorial. Yeah, the quality of your hair, how you style it, the products you use, and yeah, I think that's basically all of what I can think about at this point in time. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you found it helpful, please let me know in the comment section, and you can feel free to ask questions in the comment section. And if you're a channel member, I would respond to you, and if you're not a channel member, I'll probably not respond to you, so don't bother asking. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, be bold, have courage, live a positive life, and I'll most definitely see you in my next video. I love you. Bye. Subscribe. Go and subscribe and become a channel member.